Hello, my friends. I hope everybody is doing good and I hope everyone is doing fine. So this is Denis Cashmix again, and I'm back with another update on our trades that we have today. So we are having our trades that I gave us update on yesterday, which are currently, I think, mature for us to use and take entries. So let's start with Euro USD. So Euro USD, we said the market has broken below this trend line. This was a three-touch move trend line, and the market broke. The first touch is here, the second touch is over here, and the third touch. So we had the market give us a first touch here, we had the second touch over here, and now we had a third touch almost, and then a fourth touch here, and then the market comes and breaks below that trend line. So we said once that happens, we wait for the market to come and retest that trend line, but the retest must be at a psychological level. So you see Euro USD has traveled and has given us this retest on this trend line. However, the most next psychological level which we have is this one. So we ideally think the market is retesting this trend line, but on this psychological level. And you can see clearly that the psychological level is rejecting that move. The market is rejecting the market is rejecting this point on this psychological level. So ideally, we think Euro USD is likely to drop off of this area, and this is the right time for you to maybe start taking in your entries. And then we put our stop loss right above here. Maybe 1.186 is a good area for our stop loss on Euro USD trade. Right now, Euro USD is mature. I think it's worth risking, and let's take that trade right now. Next is AUD USD. AUD USD is also almost doing the same thing. So we had the market break this trend line, which had also held the market for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And then the market broke below that trend line. And now the market has to retest that trend line. However, we can see the market is reacting off of this area. We can see this is also a long-term trend line that has also held the market below. So I think the market is also reacting from here, and we should also consider taking sales off of AUD/USD. And we have our stop loss right above this level, maybe preferably above this psychological level. And then we take, or we could wait for AUD/USD to still come up to this psychological level, which could happen or may not happen. But I think we could wait for AUD/USD right now to break below this psychological level, or we can add another trend line over here. So let's put this trend line over here. And so we could have another break of this trend line also, which has also been created of recent. We have first touch here, we have the second touch over here, and then the third touch here. So we could break below this trend line and then refine our entry to this level. Break below, come and retest this zone before we go into our sales. That is if the market doesn't come to this trend line up here to the psychological level. So moving forward, we have the USD CHF. The same playbook. The market broke this trend line, and then the market comes to retest that trend line. Now also we have this trend line that has held the market above, but we have the psychological level that we have over here. So we really would think that the market is reacting off of this psychological level. Even before it reaches the trend line, it would react off of this line. Now the only way we can also be sure of this trade is if the market comes and breaks above this trend line also. It will also give us good insights on USD CHF. Now you can choose to either take sniper entries right now on USD CHF, or wait for it to break above and then retest before we continue going up. So moving forward to gold. Gold gave me a fake entry here in the morning, and I think I called it this entry here. We had the market come and retest this trend line on this psychological level, and then I entered on this evening star that happened over here. So we have an evening star here, and the market gave me a fake entry. I actually entered on this pin bar, but it did not hold me, and I was taken out on a stop loss. Now we want to wait for the market to give us another entry. So the market is retesting this trend line still, but then on the psychological level, ideally this could be the psychological level that we're having. And also it fits into another trend line. So on gold, we still have this trend line that is holding the market below. So we think if the market is rejecting this trend line and also the psychological level, we could also take entries right now to take the sales, or we could wait for the market to come and break below this trend line to be quite more sure of gold trades that are going to be in the sales. And then I think lastly, we have GBPUSD, which is a trade I've already taken. This is a trade we have already taken. So it was the most successful trade and more mature with, because according to our rules. So the market breaks this trend line and then comes back to retest this trend line, and then also finds another trend line here, which has also been holding the market below, and then you retest that trend line with a psychological level in place. As if that's not enough, on 15 minutes time frame, the market gives us a pin bar rejection. If you go to 15 minutes here, so after the market has rejected this level, we want to take trades off of this level, and then we take our sales entries and then put our stop loss right above this zone, and then we want to target the lows as much as we can. So these are the trades that we have right now for the week. We will hope to make some money off of them, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please ensure to click the like button if you have not. Also follow me, and then let's wait and see how it will play out. Thank you so much. I sign out.